primary goal of agricultural research and innovation policy has always been economic growth, but they also are aimed at generating changes that benefit the society. These policies are important to lay out the relationship between activity, innovation, and sustainability. Especially in the context of developing countries like India, where the agriculture sector is still dominated by smallholders, they also come with the added responsibility of protecting the rights of smaller marginal landholders. Now, increasing productivity has always been the focus of agricultural research and innovation policies. It happened with the Green Revolution. It happened before Green Revolution. And it's still happening. A recent study that analyzed the funding pattern for agricultural innovation across the global south found that about $60 billion US is annually invested solely on agricultural innovation. Now, this includes both technological and non-technological innovations. Technological innovation mostly mean agricultural technologies, practices, and systems. The more challenging part has been the non-technological innovations, which include system, process innovation, agriculture extension and training, policy reforms, and also funding on marketing of innovative technologies. Now, scientific policy or evidence-based policy making, as much as we love to talk about it, it's not going to happen at the scale we want it to happen unless scientists are actively engaging in the process of policy making. It so happens that policymakers do seek out scientific evidence for policy making, but it is still not happening at the scale that it should happen. It is not really a flaw on the process of the policy on the part of policymakers or for science. Rather, we lack systematic channels that encourage such science policy engagement. Another problem is the scientific community often does not differentiate between science dissemination and policy engagement. These are two very different things that we really need to keep in mind while communicating science to policy makers. Now, how can scientists contribute to the process of policy? Well, the science is already happening. What needs to happen more is the communication part. First, it's important to understand that policymakers' attitude towards evidence and their perception of evidence is very different from that of the scientific community. And evidence translation should happen keeping that in mind. Secondly, the time and language of policy is again vastly different from science. And good science communication needs to take that into consideration. Third and most importantly is engagement is key. Scientists and institutions should identify ways to regularly and effectively communicate with policymakers and the policy-making process to have an impact.